Hi, good morning, namaste. Welcome to your yoga class with me, Angeline. Today's practice is going to build up to a peak pose that is called the fallen angel. Now, if you haven't done this before, don't worry about it. I will offer you modifications. You may not be able to take it to the full expression of the pose today, maybe just halfway, baby steps, okay? So don't worry about it. Now, this pose is basically a hybrid between an arm balance as well as a supported inversion. So you're not coming into a full inversion. It is a supported inversion. It is pretty safe. You can take it halfway and take the time to refine your practice as you go along, okay? So this involves a lot of shoulder stability, yeah? It's core engagement throughout the practice, and most of all, it requires you to twist a lot. So we'll be exploring a lot of twists. We're going to deepen the twists as we go along so that you're nice and warm and ready for the practice. So remember to practice safe, breathe, and have fun as you go, okay? All right, so we're going to start off with lying down on your back. How nice is that, okay? So I'm going to be here. You're going to lie down on your back for a supine twist. So what I'd like you to do is to shift your buttocks a little bit to the left side of your mat. Cross your left leg over. This is my left. And I'm going to drop the legs down to my right side. Stretching my left arm out, turning the head to the left, and using my right hand to press my legs down, giving my lower back a nice wake-up call in this twist. And breathing into the lower back. Slow, deep breaths. Notice as you exhale, can you send a little bit more release into the lower back by lengthening the tailbone towards your feet. Now you're going to release. Uncross the legs, shift your hips a little to the right, this time cross your right leg over, and then drop your knees down onto your left side, stretching your right arm out, turning your head towards the right side. And just notice how this side is feeling. Keep lengthening the lower back, lengthening the tailbone down towards your heels. 2 more breaths. And then on your next exhale, you're going to come back to the center, adjust your hips back to neutral. All right, now you're going to lift your head off the mat. All right, hollow out the front body, so you're pressing your lower back against your mat, and you're going to pick your feet up. Bring the thighs a little bit closer to you. Now, check that your kneecaps remain parallel throughout, okay? So that you're not twisting from the hips, keeping your sacrum safe. Now, you're going to twist towards your right side. So this is my right. I'm going to bring my arms out to the right side and push my left forearm against my outer right thigh. So you're firing up your core and your obliques. Now, just check in with your knees. Make sure that you did not move your knees at all or did not move your legs at all. They remain static in the center. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep the head lifted, come back to the center, and then twist towards your left side. Pushing your right forearm against your left leg, keeping the knees level for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back to the center, hug your thighs in as you bring the head back down onto the mat. 1 breath. Now you're going to extend your left leg forward, but keep it floating so the leg is not touching the mat. Once again, lift your head up, hollow out the front body, straighten that right leg, and then start to pull the leg slightly towards you. You can use your interlaced fingers to gently pull it from the calf or the back of the thigh. And we're going to switch. Exhale, left. Inhale, switch. Exhale, right. Inhale, switch, exhale, left. Inhale, switch, 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 exhale, right. One more side. Inhale, switch, exhale, left. Head down, hug your legs in. Gently rock side to side. Good. And then roll over to your right side and slowly come up onto your tabletop, all four position. Now, if you are very used to using blocks, your hamstrings still feel tight after all of that, quickly run and get your blocks. If you're not, I will offer modifications if you don't have props at home, so don't worry about it. So come onto your hands and knees. I'll be over here. All right, so stacking your shoulders directly over your wrists. Keep the elbows slightly bent. What I'd like you to do is to flip your hands so that your fingers face your knees. Okay, so the elbow crease is facing forward. And then just gently rock back and forth, warming up the wrists, pressing solidly into the thumbs and the index fingers. Now, as you come back to the center, gently sway side to side. All right, and you're going to make circles 5 times in one direction. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reverse. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. As you come back to the center, flip your hands back to the regular way so that your fingers are facing forward. All right, now if they're very, very tight still, you can always do a little bit more later on after the practice. The video is there available for you. Otherwise, I'd like you to tuck your toes under, pulling the lower belly in, so keeping your lower back nice and flat. So it's really like a tabletop. If you balance a glass of water in your lower back, it's not going to spill. Tuck the toes under and just lift your knees about 2 inches off the mat. Equal weight on the palms and digging those toes and the balls of the feet into the mat. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. As you exhale, bring your knees back to the mat. All right, now what I'd like you to do is keep the toes tucked and sink the buttocks towards the heels. Walk your hands forward as much as you can. Don't drop the head. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Really reach from the sides of the body. Reach the fingers forward and then pick yourself up into your first downward facing dog. And just dropping the head, relax the neck. If you want, you can turn your head side to side or start to walk the dog, lifting the heel, bending the knee and switching sides alternately. Just warming up your calves, warming up your hamstrings. Good, and then stay in down dog for 1 more breath. Pushing the heels down to the mat as much as you can. Lift the head and step or walk to the front of your mat. Take an inhalation, lift halfway. And as you exhale, fold forward, bending the knees. Your hamstrings still need a little bit of tender loving care to warm up. Inhale, reach your arms overhead. And then bring your hands back to prayer. I will be modifying your sun salutations today to include twists to warm up the spine. Inhale, reach your arms overhead. And as you exhale, fold forward, hands besides your feet. Inhale, lift your chest. And step your right leg back, knee to the mat in a lunge position. Inhale, reach your arms up. Good. And as you exhale, bring your hands down, tuck the toes. Lift that right knee off the mat and do an open twist towards your left side. We'll start easy. 3, 2, 1. Bring the palm down and step your left leg back into plank. We're going to lower ourselves down very slowly to the mat in 5 counts. So you don't rush through your chaturanga. You pass with chaturanga. All right? 5, bend. 4, bend. 3, bend. 2, bend. And 1, all the way to the mat. Inhale, coming to your cobra. exhale, back into your down dog. Inhale 1, exhale. Inhale 2, exhale. Step the right and then the left leg forward. Take an inhale and exhale to fold. Inhale all the way back up. Return to prayer as you exhale. Second side, inhale. We're going to pick up the speed a little bit. Exhale, fold forward. Line up the fingers with the toes. Inhale, half lift. Left leg back. Knee to the floor. Inhale, raise your arms up. And then exhale. Pick up the knee, open, twist towards your right side. 3, 2, 1. Release the palm for your plank. Shoulders stacking over the wrists. Pull the belly in. 5, bend. 4, 3, 2, 1. On the belly, inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. 2 breaths. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Step the left leg followed by the right forward. Take an inhalation. As you exhale, fold. Inhale all the way back up. And bring your hands back to prayer. Inhale, sweep your arms high. Exhale, long spine, fold forward. Inhale, lift. Right leg back, knee to mat. Inhale into your lunge. This time, twist to your left. Bring the right arm outside of your leg. Bring your hands in prayer. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the palms down. Step your left leg back into your plank. Lower down in 5 counts. 4, 3, 2, 1. Cobra. Inhale. Down dog. Exhale. 1 breath. Inhale and exhale. Step or hop to the front. Exhale to fold. Inhale all the way back up. Return to prayer. Exhale. Left side. Inhale, scoop your arms high. Exhale, expand as you fold. Inhale, lift. Left leg back, knee to mat. Lunge position. Inhale. Twist to the right. Prayer hands. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release for your plank. Right leg back. 5 counts to the floor. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog for 1 breath. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Step or hop to the front. Exhale to fold. Inhale all the way back up. And back to your prayer position. Inhale. And exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Now I'd like you to bend the knees. Come into Utkatasana, chair pose, tucking the tailbone in. 4, firing up the core and the legs. 3, 2, 1. Hang on, stay in your chair. Bring your hands to prayer. Twist to your right side. Bring the arm outside of the knee. Keeping the kneecaps parallel, bring your hands to prayer. 4, 3, 2, 1. Unfold, forward bend. Inhale, lift. Downward dog on an exhalation. Plank, inhale. 5 counts to the floor. Exhale, 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 all the way down. Inhale to your cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left heel in, right leg forward for your warrior 1. Square off the hips, raise your arms up. 1 more breath. Release the palms, step back into your plank. 5 counts down, don't collapse the shoulders. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right heel turns in, left leg forward, warrior 1. Left side, inhale, Exhale, one more in, exhale to release. Plank pose, inhale, 5 counts to the floor, 4, 3, keep breathing, 2, and 1. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, 1, and exhale. Step or hop forward, exhale to fold. Second side, bending your knees. Utkatasana, chair pose. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Twist towards your left side. Again, check in with the kneecaps. Drop the hips slightly. Prayer position. Left elbow pointing up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale into your Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale to lift. Let's step back, downward facing dog. Plank, take an inhalation. If you're tired, knees, chest, chin. Otherwise, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cobra, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Once again, warrior 1. Right leg forward. Raise your arms. In. Exhale, 1. In. Exhale, 2. Release for your plank. Again, modify or 5 counts to the floor. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right heel in, left leg forward. Warrior 1. Inhale. Exhale, 1. In. Exhale, 2. Palms to mat. Plank pose. Modify or lower. 4, 3, 2, 1. In, cobra. X, downward dog. 2 breaths. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Now let's turn your left heel in and step the right foot between the hands. So line the toes up with the fingers. You're facing the left side of your mat for triangle pose. Squaring off the pelvis. Reach your arms out. Turn the palms to face forward. Bending from the waist. Coming to your classical version of Trikonasana, triangle pose. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on up. Let's bring your hands to your hips. Turn to face the front of your mat and take your back leg 1 step in. Square off the hips. So you need to adjust the angle of your foot. If you've got a very tight ankle, you need to adjust it so that your hip bones are facing forward. Your legs are still straight. Okay, we're coming into revolved triangle. Bring your right hand to the sacrum, just behind your hip. Raise your left arm up. And take an inhalation, keeping the hips square. Lean forward. Now, option 1 is to rest your hand on a block if you have a block, or the top of your right foot, either on the inside of the foot or even on the outside. So the final expression of the pose is where the hand crosses over and it's next to your pinky toe. Twist your chest to the right. Find stability and really root that right leg down. Good. Now push the left heel to the floor, that back leg. When you're stable, reach your right arm up, palm facing to the right side of your room. 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Bring your hands to the mat. Step your right leg back into your downward facing dog. Take 1 more breath here. Second side. Let's turn the right heel in. Step your left foot between the hands. Coming up to face the right side of your mat for Trikonasana, triangle pose. Palms facing forward, bending from the hip. And let's come down into that left side. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on up slowly. Hands on your hips. Turn and step your right leg about 1 step forward, not too short, maybe about 1 meter-ish. Square off the pelvis. So ground that back leg, left hand to the sacrum. Raise your right arm up. Inhale, find length on an inhalation. As you exhale from there, you really reach forward. Find the hand placement that works for you and start to twist your torso to your left side. Once you're stable, stretch your left arm up. 5, 4, 3, really ground that right leg. 2, and 1. Untwist, hands back to the mat. Let's come back into your downward facing dog. 1 more breath. Good. And then from here, you're going to drop your knees to the mat. Not child's pose. Bring your elbows to the mat. Okay? Your elbows are shoulder width apart. You're going to interlace the fingers, just like if you're preparing for your headstand, but we're not doing headstand. So what I'd like you to do is to pick your knees up, come into a forearm dog, forearm downward facing dog. Shoulders are down the back, so don't scrunch the shoulders to your ears. Walk your legs as close as possible, so you really feel the shoulder girdle establish itself in a stable position. Core is engaged, and then from here, I want you to really push the heels to the floor as much as you can. Okay, so really push the heels down as much as you can. You can drop the head, relax your neck, or you can lift the head and look slightly forward. Stay here for 5 breaths. Power up the core, feel the legs, try to straighten your knees. Keep the elbows parallel to the shoulders. 1 more breath. And now you come to your child's pose. Bending the knees to the mat, release your arms behind you. Take a few breaths here. Slowly inhale to lift. Wipe your sweat. I'm sweating like crazy. And then from here, we're going to come into boat pose. This is firing up our core a little bit, especially the obliques. So we're going to do a revolve boat pose version. All right, so from here, sitting on the sits bones, not crunching down on your tailbone. Support your legs, bring them up to tabletop position. So the shins are parallel, lift the chest. Reach your arms forward. 5, 4, 3, 2, keep breathing. 1, interlace your last 3 fingers, make a Charlie's Angels done. Keep your legs in the center and twist your body to the right side. 5, 4, 3, keep breathing. 2, and 1. Come back to the center and twist towards your left side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to the center, release your arms, reach forward and drop the legs. Rotate the spine a few times. Change directions. And then come back to the center. Okay, let's come into a demonstration of your peak pose today, which is fallen angel. Now, if you don't get it this time, don't worry, it's a practice. Go over and over again until you get it right. Okay, so you're gonna come into a squat with your heels off the mat. This is your starting position, all right? And you're gonna twist to your first side. So it can be your right, it can be your left. You're going to do both anyways. And both sides are going to feel quite different. It really depends on how well you can twist. Okay? So I'd like you to bring your arm to the outside of the leg. Remember your chaturanga arms. Okay? to go here a little bit so that I have some mat space. Good. Now, spread the fingers nice and wide, press the knuckles to the mat. Now lift your butt slightly and start to lean into your legs. And see if you can pick your feet up. And then come back down again. So you're coming into a side crow, which is a prerequisite for fallen angel, but we're not going to stay in the side crow for long. Okay? Once again, lean, chest forward. See if you can sweep the legs up and settle back down again. Okay? Then, this is your temple. You're going to slowly shift forward, turn the head, and bring the temple to the floor. So now your buttocks lift higher. This is your semi-fallen angel. Come back up. So don't rush. Take your time. Maybe that's where your practice is at today. Let it be. Okay? If you want to come to the full pose, take a look at the demonstration. We'll all do it together. Lift forward, chest forward, lean, temple to the floor, roll the buttocks up, and extend that outer leg to the ceiling. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back down to the mat. Okay? I'm going to do the other side. You're going to do it with me. I'm going to come back to the first side. Okay? So, come into your squat with your heels off the mat. Twist to your second side, or your first, if this is the first time you're trying it. Really get the twist deep. So you want to pass the elbows. Really go into that shelf position. Hands are parallel, so you're facing sideways. Lift your butt slightly, lean into the shelf, and then turn to get the temple to the floor. Roll your hips up. Either you stay here or extend the top leg. 5, 4, breathe. 3, engage the shoulders. 2, and 1. Come back down and release. First side again if you didn't get it right, or second side for you if you were watching the demo. I hope you didn't bust open a bag of chips and you're just looking at me doing all the hard work, okay? Practice with me. Okay, let's come back to the first one. Twist to the first side. Again, you're facing sideways. Lengthen. Lean into your shelf. Get that temple to the floor. Roll the hips. Extend the leg up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend the leg with control. Come back down onto the mat. Okay? Come into a kneeling position. Let's go back into child's pose. Time to slow the breathing down. Inhale to come up. We'll do a wrist release and a shoulder release. So come onto your tabletop once more. This time, you're going to turn your hands so that the palms face up and the fingers face your knees. So you want to be delicate with this one because this might be very, very sore for some people. Keep all 10 fingernails pressing down into the mat, because if your wrists are very sore, the thumbs are going to fly up. So press it down. You may keep the elbows slightly bent. And start to rock back and forth. And then side to side. And then let's rotate 5 times in one direction. Go very slowly, bending the elbows, really massaging the tops of your hands. Let's change directions. 5, 4, and 3, 2, 1. Sit back. Release your hands slowly and then shake your hands out. Interlace your fingers, press your palms together and make an infinity symbol with your hands. Now come back onto your tabletop. We're going to thread the needle. So let's bring your right palm to face up, thread it under your left side, turn your hip to the left and stretch your left arm forward, releasing that shoulder from all that engagement. Shift your buttocks a little bit to the right side, pinning that right shoulder to the mat. Good, and then slowly support yourself back up. Switch sides, thread the left arm through, turn your head to the right, extend your right arm forward, and then shift your hips to the left, pinning that left shoulder to the floor, stretching out the muscles that reside under that shoulder blade. Now slowly release. And sit back on your heels with your eyes closed. Rest your palms onto your thighs. Soften your facial muscles. And take a moment here to acknowledge your effort, your energy, your breath, and for simply showing up on your mat today for practice. We're going to finish off with 3 cleansing breaths. Palms in prayer in front of your chest. Inhale, sweep your arms overhead. Exhale, bring your hands back to prayer. 2 more rounds. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more round. Inhale. And exhale. Rub your palms until they are warm. Press them over your eyes. Relax your eyes. Rub your palms again. Place them at the back of your neck. Massage the neck, massage the tops of the shoulders. Once again, rub your palms. Place them at the lower back. Massage the lower back. Slide your hands down the legs. Back to prayer in front of your chest. Gently blink open your eyes. Namaste.